If you're someone who loves unraveling family mysteries, discovering unexpected artistry in everyday objects, or hearing stories of resilience, then qiaopi is absolutely for you. Hello, my name's Ivy. I'm from Chaoshan, a coastal region in China where the tradition of qiaopi holds a special place in family histories. Growing up, I often heard about these old letters that carried money and messages from Chinese immigrants to their families. At first, I thought, they're just letters, right? But as I learned more, I realized how wrong I was. Today, I'm here to show you why these letters are anything but ordinary, and why they matter. So what is qiaopi? Let me take you back to the 19th to earliest 20th centuries. Imagine this. A young man from a small village in Chaoshan boards a ship to Southeast Asia, leaving his family behind. He's heading to a place he has never been, hoping to find work and send money back home. Months later, his family receives a letter. It's a qiaopi. Inside, there's not only money but also a message. Mother, I'm safe. This work is hard, but I'll send more next month. Take care of yourself. This isn't just a letter, it's a lifeline. In an era without phones or reliable postal services, qiaopi was the only way for families separated by oceans to stay connected. But here's the fascinating part. These letters weren't sent through government postal systems. Instead, they were delivered by private couriers, local businesses that specialized in safely transporting money and messages across borders. One letter I came across during my research even traveled all the way from Manila to a remote Chaoshan village, carried by hand across mountains and rivers. Now, let me show you what makes qiaopi so compelling beyond their function. First, it reveals family mysteries. One qiaopi I studied was written by a father in the Philippines to his wife in China. The letter contains not just money, but also an unusual phrase. Look to the west at sunrise. It turned out to be a coded message warning her about local bandits. This letter wasn't just about financial support. It was a husband's way of protecting his wife from across the sea. Second, artistic treasures. Many qiaopi envelopes are beautifully decorated. One example from my hometown features a delicate ink painting of plum blossoms, a symbol of resilience in Chinese culture. Imagine opening a letter like that. Not only does it carry news and money, but it also reflects the sender's care and artistic expression. Third, a snapshot of history. During World War II, many qiaopi letters reveal the struggles of Chinese migrants facing shortages and danger. One letter I saw described how a man hid his earnings in a hollowed-out bamboo stick to avoid theft before sending it home. Those letters are like tiny windows into the past, showing us what life was really like for ordinary people back at that time. So why did qiaopi emerge in the first place? The answer lies in the massive wave of Chinese migration during the 19th century. In regions like Chaoshan, poverty and political instability forced people to seek opportunities abroad. Southeast Asia became a popular destination, especially the Philippines, where many worked as miners, farmers, or shopkeepers. These jobs were often grueling and low paid, but the money they sent home kept entire families afloat. However, qiaopi was more than just practical. It becomes a means of preserving culture. Many letters were written in local dialects like Chaoshanese, which carried unique expressions and idioms. Others included poems or proverbs from the past, passing down values and traditions to younger generations. One fascinating example is the use of suzhouhuama, a kind of secret code that disguised personal messages. Other ways of sending daily secret messages were also widely used. For instance, instead of saying, "I earned 10 silver coins," a migrant might write, "The plum tree bore 10 fruits." These codes allowed people to send sensitive information safely, even across long distances. For me, qiaopi isn't just an academic subject. It's part of my identity. Growing up in Chaoshan, I've often heard my grandparents talk about these letters. But it wasn't until I started researching them that I truly understood their value. One project I worked on was a stop-motion animation, where I recreated the journey of a qiaopi letter from a bustling port in Manila to a quiet village in China. Through this process, I realized that qiaopi isn't just history, it's a living story. During a live stream I hosted about qiaopi, an elderly viewer shared that her family still keeps their old letters as treasured heirlooms. Moments like these remind me why it's so important to preserve this tradition. In a world of instant messaging, it's easy to forget how challenging communication used to be. But qiaopi teaches us something profound, that even in the hardest times, people have found ways to stay connected. Today, qiaopi is gaining recognition, but there's still so much work to do. Many letters remained untranslated or just locked away in private collections. By digitizing and sharing those letters, we can not only preserve their stories, but also inspire future generations. Imagine using modern technology like AI or virtual exhibits to bring qiaopi to life. We could decode hidden messages, explore artistic details, and connect these letters to broader migration stories around the world. qiaopi is a testament to resilience, creativity, and the unbreakable bonds of family. It's more than a historical relic. It's a reminder of the power of connection. So, I invite you to join me in this journey. Let's uncover the hidden stories within those letters, share them with the world, and ensure their legacy endures. Because sometimes the simplest things, like a letter, carry the greatest weight. Thank you.